Nothing is more frustrating than when you feel like you're doing everything, you're working out consistently, you're eating healthy, you're doing all the things and nothing is working. You cannot lose weight. And if you feel like you have tried everything, you still can't see the progress that you want to, this video is for you. My name is Maddie and I am an online health and fitness coach. I used to be an athlete, and when my athletic career ended, I didn't know what to do. I felt so lost and frustrated. I quickly gained weight. I was so confused on what to do and so frustrated. I tried every fad diet until I finally found the solution that actually worked for me. And that's what I do. And that's why I help ex-athletes do exactly what they need to do in order to lose weight and learn how to do that. I have a video on my page about my story if you want to know a little bit more, but I want to give you the tea today. I want to give you the secrets to how to lose weight and to stop spinning your wheels and trying everything and wasting your time, because no one wants to waste their time losing weight. So let's get into the video. I might call you out for a second, but most women are stuck for a few different reasons. Number one is you're just not as consistent as you think that you are, and you're falling off every single weekend. That might not be you, but it is a lot of people. Number two is you're under eating. A lot of women feel like they need to restrict themselves, and then their metabolism adjusts and gets used to that low calorie intake, and then they cannot see the change that you want to. Our bodies, unfortunately but fortunately, are very smart, and so they adapt to whatever you're giving it. So if you're under eating for a time, you will lose weight, but then your body's going to plateau and then it has nowhere to go. And if you keep dropping and dropping, eventually you're getting to the point where your body is in fight or flight mode and it cannot lose fat anymore. Same thing with cardio. If you're doing too much cardio, the more and more you do, your body is going to adapt to it, and you're going to have to continue to add. So if you jump from no cardio to doing an hour a day, every single day, then you're gonna have to go up from there. You're gonna have to go up from there to see changes, and no one wants to be doing 3 hours of cardio every single day, trust me. Another big mistake is just doing things that you hate. Following a meal plan that's not consistent, doing keto or a crazy fad diet that you can't stick to. You have to find something that's actually sustainable and enjoyable for you and your lifestyle, or it's never gonna work. If you're an ex-athlete, you're used to training hard and having to be all in and consistent and working super hard, burning thousands of calories every single day, working out 2, 3, 4 hours every single day, not really thinking about nutrition, and it's just different now. You have to think about your nutrition. You don't have to work out for hours and hours a day. We don't have time for that anymore, and you don't need to do it. So let's get into the secrets. Number one is nutrition. In my program, we teach our clients the flexible dieting system, because I'm not gonna give you a meal plan. I'm not gonna tell you what to eat, because I'm never gonna tell you to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice every single day. No one wants to do that. What happens when you want to go out to eat with your friends? What happens when you're sick of that meal? A lot of people ask for a meal plan, but then they can't actually stick to it because it's not enjoyable and it's not sustainable. I want to teach you how you can go out with your friends and enjoy your life. Have a drink on the weekend and not stress about it. Have that ice cream and not feel like you gained 5 pounds from it. You should be able to enjoy your lifestyle. Of course, you're gonna have to say no sometimes. Of course, it may be a little bit hard and you can't eat everything, but you should be able to enjoy your favorite foods and have the ice cream guilt-free. So what I recommend is tracking your macros. Now, you don't have to, but it is the fastest way to see progress, because you know exactly what you're putting into your body. You have to learn how much protein does your body need? How many calories do you need in order to maintain your body weight, in order to lose weight, in order to build muscle? You also need to learn, like, what does 4 ounces of chicken look like and how much protein is in 4 ounces of chicken. You need to also learn that peanut butter isn't the best source of protein. It's more of a fat source. You need to learn about different foods, and then eventually you can get to the point where you don't have to track your macros. But for a time, I recommend everyone track their macros to learn about different foods, what macronutrients are, and what your body needs in order to see changes and feel its absolute best. Tracking macros also builds awareness. So when you go out to eat, you may not have to track super strictly. You're not gonna be weighing things, but you know roughly what's in something that you're ordering and how to order in a smart way that's going to align with your goals. It just teaches you so much. So what I recommend is download MyFitnessPal or some sort of tracking app and start tracking your macros today. Don't change your food, don't change your intake, just eat what you are currently eating on a normal day-to-day basis. Take your average in a week. See how much roughly you're eating an entire week throughout the weekend as well, eating what you normally would. And then take that average, and that's probably roughly your maintenance. From there, I recommend eating a gram of protein per pound of body weight. And I guarantee if you stick to the calorie number that you're currently eating, but change and have more protein, you're gonna see changes very, very quickly. Once you know your maintenance calories, and if you are eating a good amount of calories and you're not under eating, you can go into a calorie deficit from there. And if you're not sure how much you should be eating or what your macros should be, DM me on Instagram the word macros, and I will send you a free guide that teaches you exactly how to figure out how many macros you should be eating on a day-to-day basis and how to figure out your overall calorie intake. And like I talked about earlier, under eating kills your fat loss progress because you're going to lose muscle. You're not necessarily losing fat, you're probably just losing weight, and you're gonna look skinny fat. You're not gonna feel good, you're gonna destroy your metabolism, and it's gonna be really hard to stick to. So you do not want to be severely under eating. In order to be in a calorie deficit, you are eating less than your maintenance calories, but in a smart, strategic way. And that's exactly what we teach our clients in our Strong for Life program. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, click the link below to learn more. And I promise you, we will get you to your goals without restricting yourself. Number 2 is training. Girl, stop doing so much cardio and stop finding random workouts on TikTok to do every single day. You doing random things in the gym and not following a structured program is doing nothing for you, and you're wasting your time in the gym. That was a little dramatic because moving your body in some sort of way is very important and can do a lot. But if you have goals of toning up and changing your physique, following a structured program is so important. You need to be implementing progressive overload, increasing your weights, reps, sets, time under tension, one of those things in order to actually see the changes that you want to. If you're going in there and lifting the exact same 10-pound dumbbells every single week, girl, you ain't gonna build muscle, you're not gonna lose fat, you're not gonna see changes in your physique. You have to be pushing yourself in the gym and following a structured program week after week after week. Our girls are in a program anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks doing the same movements every single day, because you know what? Sometimes the boring work is what actually works. And if you want to see changes in your body, you gotta do the hard thing. Of course, it's fun to go do your little Pilates workouts and then your yoga and then lifting light weights, but that ain't gonna get you a toned body that you want to. So if you want to be toned, you have to follow a structured workout program and you have to push yourself in the gym. And stop doing too much cardio. I recommend 3 to 4 times per week doing some sort of strength training, and then you can go do your cardio. You can go do your Pilates if you want to. Make sure you're getting your steps in, but focus on at least 3 to 4 strength training workouts per week, and I promise you your physique will thank you, your body will thank you. You'll be looking so lean, snatched, and toned. Now, cardio is not a bad thing. We all need cardio. It's great for our heart health, but don't abuse it. I recommend getting your steps in 8 to 10,000 steps every single day, and then use cardio as a tool as needed to burn a little bit extra calories, but do not abuse it. Now let's talk about lifestyle and mindset, because this is where a lot of women struggle and fall off. Now don't get lazy on me. Yes, your hour workout every single day is important, but the 23 other hours in the day is just as important. How are you fueling your body? How are you recovering? How are you resting? Are you sleeping enough? Are you getting steps and movement outside of your workout? That 1 hour workout is great, but you also gotta get movement outside of that workout. You have to prioritize sleep, especially as women. Our hormones, our bodies need sleep, and I recommend 8 to 9 hours per night. And now I know sometimes that's hard, but if you can prioritize sleep, which you need to be doing that, because your body is not going to build muscle and lose fat if you're not sleeping properly. Another downside of not getting enough sleep is our bodies, it is proven that we have less self-control. So you're probably gonna be overeating. There was a study that showed that the women who slept more and got an adequate amount of sleep lost more body weight than the group who didn't get enough sleep, for many different reasons, but a huge one is just because you lack the willpower. You have more cravings when you sleep less. So not only is it important for recovery, but it's also important for adherence purposes. And girl, if you are overly stressed and your cortisol is spiked, it's gonna be really hard to see changes. Our bodies cannot be in constant fight or flight mode in order to see changes. So make sure that you are taking time to do things that relieve your stress, that take care of your body, that lower your cortisol, and you're not doing high intensity workouts 7 days a week. And stop with the all or nothing mindset. Do not go from 0 workouts a week to 7 days a week, and do not go from not ever tracking a single macro to tracking every single thing that you put into your body and restricting your favorite foods, because it's not gonna work. If it is not sustainable, if you can't do this for the rest of your life, it's never gonna work. And I see it time and time again. Women are like, okay, it's time to lock in. It's Monday. I'm going to restrict myself. I'm going to eat really well. And then by the weekend, you're burnt out and you wanna binge and you wanna overeat because you restricted yourself. That's never gonna work. You have to have a balance. I'd rather you be 70% perfect 100% of the time than 100% perfect 10 to 20% of the time. There is no point in being 100% if you can't do it 100% of the time, and no one can. So stop with the all or nothing mindset. And also, if you do mess up or you have a cookie or you have something, you don't have to eat all of the cookies. You don't have to eat everything in front of you. Listen to your body. Maintain those habits that you have built throughout the week and stop that all or nothing mindset. If you mess up and you overeat, don't restrict yourself, because then it's gonna lead to that cycle of binging and restricting. You cannot do that. You have to break that cycle. It is not all or nothing, it's a balanced lifestyle. And something that really helps me with this is realizing I'm not on a timeline. Like, yeah, I do wanna get to my goals quicker, right? But no one is telling me I have to lose 20 pounds by a certain date, so I have to restrict myself and get there, because there's no point in getting there if you can't maintain it. Like, I way rather it takes 6 months and I maintain it for the rest of my life than it take 2 months and then I gain the weight back and then have to do it again and again and again. Oftentimes the slower approach is the only approach, because it's the only one that's gonna actually work long term. Why would you wanna lose 20 pounds in a few weeks if you're just gonna gain it right back and then have to do it over and over and over again? Our goal is for you to lose the fat and never gain it back and be able to maintain it for the rest of your life. Losing weight is literally getting rid of the previous identity. You are a completely different person, and so you have to realize your habits are going to change. Your mindset has to change. The things that you do on a daily basis, the way that you show up, is going to change. You're not that person who sleeps in anymore and snoozes the alarm. You're not that person who has the cookie when you know that it doesn't fit into your macros. You're the person who hits their protein goal. You're the person who works out every single day because you care about your body. You have to get rid of that old identity and become this new person. And what I did when I wanted to, for example, become a morning person, I used to tell myself, I'm just not a morning person. I hate the mornings. I can't wake up early. I'm just not a morning person. Until I just told myself, I'm a morning person now. And you know what? It sucked for a few weeks. And now I wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m. every single day without an alarm, wide awake. Why? Because I told myself I was a morning person and I faked it until I literally became that person. So whatever you want to become, tell yourself you are that, and then you'll become that person. Act like the person that you want to become, and you really will become that person. But you're not going to get there by telling yourself, I'm just not a morning person. I'm just not the type of person who works out every day. You are a skinny queen. You are someone who works out every day. You're someone who takes care of their health, and then you're going to become that person. But you cannot change your lifestyle without changing your mindset. You cannot change your body without changing your life and your mindset. You have to completely become a new person. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. So to recap, start tracking your macros. Pay attention to the foods that you're putting into your body. Eat more protein. It's not an all or nothing thing. Push yourself in the gym. And there are so many different things and resources out there, but you have to find something that's gonna work for you long term. If you wanna do keto, that's fine, but can you do that the rest of your life? If you wanna do intermittent fasting, that's fine, but can you do that the rest of your life? If the answer is no, it's not gonna work for you, and you have to find something sustainable. And that's why we take our women through our flexible dieting system and approach, because we want you to lose the weight and keep it off for good. And if you feel like you want support, you need more one-on-one help, please click the link in my bio, click the link below in the description. It's gonna teach you exactly what we do in our Strong for Life program, and you can actually book a free call with me to chat about your goals and if this is even something that you're interested in, if you're even a good fit for it. So make sure to click that link below. Make sure to hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.